Alright, just a quick little low stakes video for y'all. So, I'm thinking about this tweet that was making the rounds last week. Is there a Vanguard deck that has gotten shafted harder than Impaldio? Like, Bushiroad really didn't want to give this deck anything. And so this was making the rounds because everyone was just kind of clowning on it, like, come on, Impaldio, it's like somewhat meta relevant. It's getting consistent support. It's featured in the anime. Just because the deck is kind of mid doesn't mean it's been shafted harder than some of the other decks in this format. And in the comments, people are highlighting some better answers, stuff like Eugene, while it has gotten a lot of consistent support, it's also generally pretty bad, and in set 5 kind of got knocked out by Rakshasa taking his triple R slot, got downgraded to a double R. We also have Flagberg, which, while strong on release, has kind of plodded along getting like support cards every now and then that don't really move the needle and still doesn't have a second form. There's also a lot of bad answers in the threads, like Zorga and Alden, really. Like, Zorga, Bushiroad's favorite child, where every season they find a way to give him, like, a new form, has been meta-relevant multiple times. Alden, like, I think, similar to Impaldio, Alden's kind of mid, but he is, like, meta-relevant. He has tops in the current format. And then we have stuff like Rotovisor, which are still like fairly new, still get some support just because they're like recent enough that Bushiroad like vaguely remembers them. Maybe come back in a year when they haven't gotten anything. So, I'm a week late on this, but the actual correct answer for the most shafted deck in Standard is Granfia. Like, bro comes out in the Chronojet meta, so just zero chance of meta relevance. Has next to like no support despite being around for 2 years at this point. Half the support he does get is stuff like Rosarium Fairy that is also shared with Leonorn, and even some of his name support that came out in the original wave, like Burrow's Mushroom. Like, everyone just remembers this card as like generic Stoicheia support. So, like, if we're talking about a deck being shafted, I think the deck that has, like, zero support, zero meta relevance, zero community relevance because Leonorn constantly steals his support, like, it has to be this one, right? Anyways, that's all for this video. It's just a silly little thing that I was thinking about this morning. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye!